Last time on Metanoia Blues, the crew of the Ephemeral Chaos had made it to the Convocation, a gathering of all the pirate fleets of the Lazar Principalities. There they had planned to meet with the double-dealing Captain Merildine Frostroot and strike a bargain with her to stop her treachery of the Sea Dragon's fleet, in exchange for a priceless map that details safe passage through the demon glass reefs surrounding the forbidden island of Jabaz Sanara, the rumored resting ground of the legendary pirate queen, Prince Lazar herself. The deal with Captain Merildine took place on the dance floor of the Shore Songs bar, where a disguised Willow turned heads with their show-stealing moves. Afterwards, they discreetly made their way aboard Captain Merildine's ship, the Silver Dancer, to obtain details on their side of the bargain. Merildine would be willing to stop selling secrets and even help fund research into resurrection, provided Willow could steal the contract and sending stone binding her to Prince Kolberkon. Simple enough for a practiced saboteur, right? But before they could deal with their enemies, Willow had to deal with their friends. Luca admitted to disobeying Willow by making contact with a member of the Wind Whisperers, a pirate fleet that Willow had complicated history with. A tense conversation, an ineffective apology, a self-inflicted punishment. Luca and Willow are once again on uneasy terms, and the mood aboard the Ephemeral Chaos is bitter. But time doesn't stop because you're feeling bad. They've got a heist to pull off. The next evening, on the 15th of Larvion, when all the princes and captains of the fleets have assembled, the crew of the Ephemeral Chaos sets out to steal from Prince Kolberkon, the leader of the Dire Shark Principality. Luca boarded the flagship up front and caused a distraction by appealing to the crew's base desires. Money to whoever could best him in a brawl. Meanwhile, Willow and N, one invisible, one disguised as their old foe Vaelia of the Emerald Claw, broke into the captain's quarters via the balcony. And on the outskirts, Varys Greenleaf is steering the Ephemeral Chaos, ready to make a break for it should he receive the signal. The plan is in motion now, and it is up to the luck of the crew whether they succeed or fail. Aboard the deck of the Killjaws, we see a crowd of pirates in a ring, shouting in uproar as Luca knocks another sailor to their knees with a single strike of his porcelain fist.
That's me.
The pirate spits blood and retreats into the circle, and yet another steps into their place, challenge this wealthy interloper. Luca, you simply take another breath and deliver a quick 2 strikes to the unguarded stomach of your target and watch him crumple to the floor in pain. The divine magic of your oath, your blood, flows through you and makes your fist glow from behind your shield. Though you usually fight with a sword in hand, you're here to make a show of it, and you feel no fears towards your attackers, even as the crowd packs tight around you. Honestly, the rhythm of combat comes far too easily to you, like the monotony of a chore, and your mind wanders to other things. Things that actually bother you. Like last night. That conversation with Willow went worse than you'd hoped, even though they didn't end up punishing you. You did that by yourself, and then N ended up snapping at you because of it, too. What are you thinking, Luca?
I'm thinking I am glad to be doing something so monotonous because it gives me time to think. I'm thinking I really wish Secret Elsa were here so I could talk to her. I'm thinking last night went really badly. But I have to focus, so I do.
Okay. As you fight, you catch a glance of the anchor on your wrist. The thing that Willow made for you. A bracelet with Seeker Elsa's voice inside. Make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
As you are contemplating what went wrong and wishing that you could speak with Seeker Elsa, you take a breath and, with your eyes open, in full possession of your senses, you meditate on, if Seeker Elsa were here, what would she say to you? And as if you are dreaming, she seems to appear in a vision before you.
Ooh. Hello?
Hello, indeed. Well, that's better than nothing, I suppose.
You picture her calm face, her warm presence.
I messed up.
Elsa gives you a gentle smile. Do you know where you messed up?
I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I really did think I was doing the right thing. I thought I was helping.
As Willow says, what's done is done and cannot be undone.
Oh, now I have to fix it. Ugh. Even they even want to fix it. I want to fix it. I don't know.
Do you want to fix it?
Yes. Stupid.
When you tried to fix it, where do you think that went wrong?
All of it. Last time, it ended well, but I didn't feel like it was right for Willow. So I thought if I tried to just act on instinct, that would go better. And that went worse. So I don't know what to do.
Well, regardless of how much or little you remember, your instincts are those of a soldier.
And Willow's told me that we're not members of a squad. They're not going to take orders from me, so I probably shouldn't be taking orders from them. Shouldn't be expecting reprimands.
Beyond that, Luca, you've wanted to move away from your past as a soldier, haven't you?
Luca nods, I think, out loud with his body, probably startling a pirate, like, what is happening here? But he does. That's the only thing I have to call upon sometimes.
Perhaps you should think about it from a different angle.
And what angle would that be, Seeker? Seeker Luca?
Make a quick athletics check for me.
21.
Okay, you are easily dealing with this crowd of pirates. They are lining up to like fight you 1v1, since it's kind of hard to split a single coin.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
But even when like members in the crowd try to like cheat by giving their friend an upper hand, you are easily outclassing every common sailor and mercenary here aboard the ship.
Good, because I have other things to focus on than dealing with petty squabbles.
Okay. The vision of Seeker Elsa before you says, if someone else had done what you did to Willow, how would you react?
Disappointed, angry. I try to make them understand what they did was a violation of... We're supposed to be friends, I guess. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. And said we are, so let's just go with that and say it was a violation of our friendship. I tried to get them to understand what they did was wrong and make amends if they can.
And how would you have them make amends?
Sincerity and honesty. Not step out of line again, which is an awful way to say it, all things considered.
If someone had violated your trust like that, Luca, what would they need to do to beg for your forgiveness?
I don't know. I don't really see myself making people beg. But I've never been in that position, so I wouldn't know. I'd just want to know they actually felt bad for what they did. And that they were going to try to fix it if they could. Which I did not do at all. Told Anne I wasn't even sorry. Ugh. What was I thinking?
What were you thinking, Luca? Why did you do it? Why did you not apologize?
I don't think I was sorry when I said it, but really did think it was the right thing to do. But I thought it didn't matter if I upset Willow because they're going to leave at some point. So as long as they get everything they need, if they don't really think well of me in the end, that's fine. It's a lie.
You feel the memory of Seeker Elsa's hand brushing your cheek.
It's a lie. For as much as I'm preparing myself for that, I don't want it. And even if they do, what's the point in being like this until they do leave? What? There's no value in that.
And did say something about that, didn't they?
How are they so smart about everything?
They have a little more experience to draw on than you do. But you're learning.
Just a little. Need to be wise in my judgment.
Was there another reason you did not apologize? You see a brief moment as Luca gets hit in the gut. Please take 5 points of damage.
Oh.
Pain somehow brings a little bit of clarity to you.
Thought. As long as everything worked out the way I thought it would, then it didn't matter if I was upset or if Willow was angry, because the final result would be desirable for them.
Soldiers' ways of thinking. In war, the ends justify the means, don't they?
Ugh. That's sickening to think. It doesn't, I don't want to think like that.
What are you the seeker of?
Redemption. Divinity. Peace.
And how does one redeem oneself?
Commit myself to a path of redemption in a world shaped by cruelty.
You and I both know that you cannot force people to forgive you. But does that mean you should not feel sorry in the first place?
And offer them apology and have it be their choice to accept.
Willow comes from a different life than you do. You've always admired that they give generously.
They're kind and sharp. They probably understood what I was doing before I did.
They don't enjoy punishing others, do they?
No. I give grace where it's justified.
Have you given yourself grace, Luca?
Don't think I have.
What will you do?
Make amends.
And how will you do that? Will you throw yourself on your sword?
That benefits no one.
What will you do? How will you let Willow know that you regret your actions, that you care for them as a friend, that you want to see them achieve happiness?
I'll do the only thing I can. I'll just tell them plainly.
Sika also smiles. She fades from your vision. And you are left feeling a little bit lighter. Even as the biggest, meanest pirate that you've seen so far steps up to challenge you. Many of their compatriots are now bruised.
Well, I said for them not to go easy on me, so...
But you are now somewhat unburdened.
Just a little.
You have a path in mind.
And unfortunately, these people are now in my way of that path. So...
Better buy as much time as you can for Willow and Nen to escape safely.
Can't apologize to them if they get captured and probably killed by Kolberkon. So...
Make a performance check.
Oh. How did you know?
Sika knows you.
Oh,
Oh.
10.
It's enough to rile up this already bitter crowd.
Good.
We'll cut away from Luca there. Back
Any ghosts you want to talk to?
I'm good.
in the
Most
captain's
of them aren't that
quarters.
nice.
It's not a ghost. Don't say that.
Oh, projection? Paladin projection? Is that what?
Yeah,
Your
sure.
pal.
I don't know.
Something.
So, Willow and Anne in the captain's quarters, and disguised as Vaelia, Willow invisible.
Just
Hi.
freed from the carpet.
Yes.
Freed from the carpet that is an illusory sinkhole. You are now trying to roll up the carpet from under the desk to get it out of the way. Willow, can you make an athletics check to hold up the one end of the desk while N rolls it up?
Yeah. I mean, if this is gonna set things off, we can roll it all the way later. Ugh.
No, just this is the athletics check is can you lift a desk?
Yep, apparently.
Wow.
Activates my nerd powers.
Didn't
My
I
weak
flip it?
nerd arms.
Just flip it really quick underneath the legs.
Yep. Exactly. You don't even have to lift it that high. It's just to get the carpet out from under it. Okay, with that danger out of the way, you are now able to safely examine the locks on the drawers of the desk.
Investigation?
Yes.
And Fishdog can help me?
Or I can help you, I guess.
Oh,
Either
you
way.
can help me?
I'm here. I
Yeah,
have eyes. You get advantage
Either.
on it.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay. Yeah, now that we've cleared the way, you can come zoom into the frame beside me.
Lean in a bit closer.
Damn.
Hey!
My
That's
outcomes
more like it.
combined?
Nat 20, baby.
Nice. Okay, I've got several things to describe as
Yeah,
you
several.
carefully go over this desk. So, 1, you discover that aside from the 3 drawers, there is an additional hidden drawer. The top drawer seems to have just a mundane lock. The other 3 drawers, including the secret one, appear to have trapped locks.
All right. So, are these traps we can disarm?
These are traps you can disarm. They look to be poison needles.
So we how many antidotes do we have between us?
I have 1.
I have 1. Arguably, we can get hit twice.
Arguably.
This is also just one part of the room. And if your boy
Yeah.
seems
Or-
fond of poison,
You could
I'm
get hit like all of the times in one person and then just use one antidote.
actually question: if you get poison, like if you get hit by poison darts twice, do you just stack poison, or do you like 3 poison
would
darts and you die?
You would take additional damage. You also don't know what the poison is. Like, this poison could put you to sleep or paralyze you or
Yeah,
turn you
it's-
to stone. There's a lot of wild poisons in this world.
I start
Best to
immediately
try
alerting the
and
guards.
avoid. Best
Yes,
to try
okay,
and
well-
avoid.
Yes, at least we have an option if we get hit.
Yes.
Probably not by all 3. I don't have. Oh, before I put this on record, might be of. Let me just check. Actually, I do have lesser restoration. I don't think I have it equipped. And if I'm being incredibly honest, then I'll say that I didn't prep it earlier.
You can choose to equip it. However,
Mm.
you know that casting a spell would break your invisibility.
I do.
Okay.
This is
Wait.
and
Sorry, you first.
no. I realized I should have put up detect magic already.
You
On
wouldn't
the
be
way
able
in.
to. They're both
Oh.
concentration.
Yeah.
Concentration. That's why. Okay, I thought I had a reason. Okay. Sorry, what were we gonna say?
I do have protection from poison prepped. Should I have given
Oh.
that to one of the goodnesses?
You can.
Good.
Okay. I'm only able to give you 1. I am holding on to that second spell slot just in case I need to make a quick getaway.
Fair. Okay, so who should get it? Who should get that?
Only if Zeke is okay with that, because this would have been like,
I'm okay with that.
pre-preparing.
This-
Okay.
It's like
It's the
you would have
flashbacks.
yeah, these are flashbacks. It's like
reasonably
is
we
where
would
we
have done
see
this.
how you have where like because you were forewarned about this, you have prepared for it. This is the beauty of not describing the preparation in detail, is that we can
Hell
say,
yeah.
did you have reasonable access to a solution for this? Yes, then you would have it.
Your Honor, reasonable doubt. I did, in fact, cast this spell on.
Yes.
I'm going
That
to
being
assume.
said, it would have a limited work time
Yes.
Yeah.
because you would have
So-
had to separate earlier. So you want to deal with the poison stuff first if you can.
So the protection is 1 hour. How
Mhm.
long do you think it was before we 3 separated?
I would say you have 30 minutes of protection of from poison left.
Okay.
Okay.
And who would like it?
I would suspect that it's
go ahead.
me because I'm more likely to be getting my arms in this like
Yeah.
poisonous stuff. What's Rom gonna say?
I was gonna say me because it makes more sense. If I get like knocked on my ass and caught, it's better if I'm the one who gets caught instead of you. Not in the self-sacrificial way, but in literally you're invisible and you're gonna be
It's very eerie.
carrying this stuff out. I am literally here to be seen.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fair point.
I can't
And we
carry.
can just
We've demonstrated that I cannot carry you if you pass out.
Yeah. No. Okay, that makes sense. I think the part about you being visible makes sense, and I will just
Just hear a
And
chug
and
and
go.
invisible falls over, poisoned and unconscious.
You can't even find me.
Oh God, where even is Willow?
I just see the. How far does the blood pool away from you before it stops being invisible? Anyway, so that's dark.
Is it still
Okay.
connected with you if it's actively leaking out?
My other thought is, sorry, can I finish?
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
unrelated.
My other thought is maybe we want to just peruse the room, see if there's any other poison traps, and like I know we have a limited amount of
Clear it up.
time, but that's even more reason to like prioritize.
Yeah. Anyway, now that you know that the trap is there, you can have a minute or two to like think about what else to do.
Okay. Can I ask one more question? Because we're so nice, can I change over one of my prepared spells? Because I forgot that I can't do concentration spells.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's my
Um,
whole thing. I need all of my smites are concentration spells except for
right.
So
Keep forgetting
I
that
need
invisibles. That. Okay. Well, just so you know, I've unticked detect magic, and as soon as I stop thinking, when Luca gets another cutscene, I'll pick my other one. Okay. We're gonna look somewhere else in the room then. At least we know that's there.
Okay.
3 poison ticks. 3 potential. 3 opportunities to be poisoned. There you go.
Yeah, but
Yes.
the first lock isn't.
Yes. Nope. It's just mundane.
were there
we can
3 or
ignore-
4 drawers? I could not recall.
There are 3 ordinary
Regular,
drawers and 1
and
secret drawer. The first of the ordinary drawers has a mundane lock.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, can I try to pick that while Willow looks at the rest of the room? If we've like established with that nat 20 that opening this drawer
Sure.
is not going to ruin everything.
Yep.
I'll give it a shot
Sure.
while Willow's investigating
Make
the room.
make a thieves tools check.
Okay. 12.
You are struggling with the lock.
Well, it's a mundane
Uh,
lock, so
Yeah, you can
Keep working on it.
you can keep working on it. It's let's deal with Willow first.
yeah,
as you-
exactly. I'm just gonna work on this while you sweep the room with Fish Dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll use fish dog for advantage on another investigation check.
Either investigation or perception, depending on what you're looking at. Let me just quickly describe the contents of the room again.
Okay.
So, in the center of the room, we have this desk with the now folded up carpet. We have several cabinets and like wall racks display things. On the back side of the room is sort of a low inbuilt drawer set or like storage set that contains, that is where you know the safe must be. You also have the inbuilt bed for that, with some built-in storage on the bottom, and some very pretty embroidered sheets and damask curtains.
Nice. It's the storage at the bottom where he keeps his love letters to himself, from himself. One day you're going to be the High Prince. I know it. Thanks for specifying his sheets, because now I want to steal them just because. But
See this carpet and his linens.
Make why not?
not right now.
There's also like various just like treasures on display.
What sort?
Give me a perception check with advantage. Okay. So, things that you of value that you clock just looking around the room. Roll me 2d6. Okay. So you spot like 6 bottles of fine alcohol, like either very fine wine or fine distilled spirits. You would estimate those are like at least 10 gold pieces per bottle, if not more.
Okay.
You spot 2 vials of perfume. Which are about 5 gold per. You spot 13 finely bound books on various subjects. There's stuff like sea charts and swordplay. You would guess that each of those books is about 25 gold per. A set of crystal glass goblets, which easily will go for over 100 gold. Porcelain and gold tea set, a very fine, like a masterwork scimitar, a strange trident made of like black looking steel. You would have to do a history check to see if you could identify that. And then about 8 jeweled daggers.
Oh, and
I see him.
Each worth 20 gold pieces. You also see a mounted, like stuffed and mounted head of a wyvern. Some strange antlers. And okay, on that history check for the strange trident, you think this might be deep steel, which you think this is like a Sahuagin deep steel trident. Deep steel is specifically a type of steel that is made in underwater forges. Using like bottom of the ocean volcanic vents, essentially, to forge metal.
What kind of benefits do they give? Or is it just cool?
It's mostly just cool.
Okay.
It's mostly just like a very unique way of forging metal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Give me also a nature check.
Nice. I think while N is... Oh, I can't wave at you. Never mind.
You can snap your fingers.
No. I think Fish Dog kind of swoops over to you and like just draws your attention to all the daggers with a kind of like, it's your favorite. Fish Dog does a little wiggle in the air. Hey, look. Zeke asked me to do a nature check.
Nature check. Yes, please.
20.
Okay. There's a wooden carved bookend that you figure out is made out of petrified dryad heartwood.
Whoa.
A very valuable material. Very rare. It's like opalescent in little pieces between the parts of like wood. There seems to have like been mineral deposits, so it's like opalescent.
Okay. And I've written a list and I know what I'd like to steal. Checking it twice. And I also know what I'd like to vandalize. So, and also keep that in mind.
Yes. Also, on that perception check, on that perception check, I will say that like it looks like the built-in storage for the bed is just a mundane lock.
Oh. I mean, I might as well. What if he has a fun little diary?
Fine.
I hate Raga. Dear diary, Raga's mean to me again today.
Raga's a fugly.
Dumb bitch.
Do not trust him. Anyway. And would you like to try and roll again for that mundane lock?
Sure.
Added motivation of daggers on the horizon. Daggers!
I do like sharp objects. That's another 12.
You're really struggling. These are better locks than you're used to.
Oh.
You're just like, you can't, like, your hook keeps slipping on the catch.
Can Fish Dog give N the help action? Or do I have to give N the help action? Oh, yeah, Fish Dog help you then. Roll again.
Okay.
Fish Dog's over here telling me about the daggers, so...
Pointy.
Give it a shot. 17.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
The motivation of daggers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you are able to open the top drawer of the desk.
All right. I'll slide it carefully open. Peek inside.
Yes. Give me a quick investigation check.
Okay. A 3.
Eek.
Looks like dry ass administrative papers.
Ugh.
Like you just, it's like it's all fucking ledgers.
Well, that's boring.
Like you do a quick flip through the captain's log, barely writes in it, nothing of interest.
That says a lot, doesn't it? Well, I might as well move on to the other lock under the bed then.
Okay. For the record, I think, Willow, we have spent like 17 minutes of your invisibility timer so far, so keep a note of that. What are you doing?
Okay, so N's got the top thing open. Am I able to look at those? Again?
You are able to... Yes, you are able to try and pick those locks instead of N.
Yeah.
Depending on what you like. You could direct N to pick the mundane lock under the bed if you like. But...
Yeah, I have a feeling Fish Dog's gonna be my little speaker at the moment and like kind of, you know, like a Z-target, the mundane lock at the bottom of the bed, while I will walk past the lantern so that N knows that I'm going to the desk.
I mean, yeah.
Or what?
You are also able to talk in whispers.
Yeah. I just tend not to. But
Yeah, I will just say, Fish Dog is not psychic. You cannot psychically direct Fish Dog to do things.
so assume tap or spoken, usually, if
Okay.
I'm directing fish dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or gestural if it can see me.
Okay. Cool.
Little whispers, little ghostly whispers. But my not speaking to N is more of a flex of the sense
Okay.
of N gets it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Wavelength.
good.
Cool. So can I be at the desk doing stuff and N's over at the bed?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go try and deal with that lock.
Am I able to do a secondary glance at the drawer that N opened to confirm that it is just dry nothing?
Sure, make an investigation
Pirate
check.
thought.
Yeah, it looks like this is truly just his, like, boring paperwork,
Okay.
administrative stuff.
Well, N knows at least I'm here, so if you hear a trap spring, then you know it's me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you have the defense because you have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Against the poison, whatever's.
Oh,
I have to
wait,
get out of
I
here
have the
too,
defense.
but if I go down briefly and I'm seen better than you.
So you have when you say the defense, Luca's defense?
Yeah, you Willow have the defense against poison because that makes more sense
The
to
protection against poison.
Oh,
me. Yeah.
I thought you did.
No,
So we had to guess for you
because
to have it.
yeah, if you go down,
You can't find me.
I won't be able to find you. Yes.
Yeah, cool.
If
you
I
go
get
down, I'll just feed you poison antidote.
yeah.
I'm so good at preventing people from getting poisoned around me. Trust me.
Okay,
Anyway,
Yep. You do have a track
Yep.
record.
yeah.
I am getting a slight
Unfortunate.
sense we are wasting our time on the mundanes, so we should probably. I'll try and get
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
one, but let's start getting dangerous, I suppose.
Okay.
never
So
will.
Fish Dog is helping you pick the desk drawer lock. Which drawer are you going for? Secret, second, or third?
We can come back to second and third. I want to see the secrets.
Okay. Cool. You carefully locate the secret drawer.
24.
You manage to successfully disarm the poison needle trap. Please give me another Thieves' Tools check with advantage to open the lock.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You successfully open the locks. So, in the secret drawer, you see what appears to be an ordinary map of Khorvaire.
Laughs. Okay. What does my lantern do again? Is it only invisibility?
Only invisibility.
Okay. Ordinary map of Khorvaire.
As far as you can see. If you would like to make an investigation
Yeah.
check, you can try and determine what else there is.
Malachi had like a billion different hidden inks.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, flat investigation.
Or with advantage.
Fish dog is scanning.
Oh my lord.
Okay. So, as you examine it, you notice that there are some little inscribed arcane runes and stuff. This is probably an enchanted map of some kind that will reveal itself or like reveal hidden information if you do the right thing. You don't necessarily know what that is,
Mhm.
but this is the ordinary map appearance is merely the surface.
So I found another special map. thing, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. And would you like to roll for picking the lock on the bed storage?
Might as well. Not feeling it today. That's 11.
Yeah.
Can I send Fish Dog to you now?
No, these are happening
No?
concurrently.
Oh, they're happening
Yeah.
concurrently. I forgot.
So you're I think at this point, like one of your tools is like bent out of shape, so you're having a struggle. You need to stop and take time.
Readjust it. Bend the middle
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So
So you can either keep working on this, or you can start doing other things.
I'm curious about like the treasure trove he has laying out and the wines and the daggers. I just was curious if there's any tripwires on the treasure itself.
Looks like there is not.
I did a perception check, but not an investigation. Would that have given me clearance to like know if there are traps?
As far
I
as
rolled
you can
24.
tell, everything that's on display is either locked behind a mundane lock. There's probably more traps in the way of like getting into this room. But not everything in here is like as protected.
Yeah, just can't be too careful.
Yeah. I will say that like there are no traps that you can see on the display treasures.
Are they like behind
Forgetting.
glass or just?
The alcohol glasses and tea set are behind glass. I want to say that the weapons are like on weapon racks and on the walls.
Cool. At least I know that. I don't think I'm gonna go for that yet because I would like to try and get this lock open when Willow's dealing with the others.
Okay.
Just kind of get as
Okay.
many things open as we can. Unless there's something else that I can see that would be better to spend my time on in terms of like opening and finding stuff, because I'm making a mental note of everything I can see, but we need to, we have specific things we're looking for, and this is all secondary to that.
Yep. Yeah, okay. In that case, let's go back to Willow. You've opened the secret drawer and you have found the map.
Does
Whatever
this look
that
like
is.
something I can pocket for later?
Yes.
Cautious about my time. So yeah, I think I will pocket that. Easy. And go back to tinkering. My mind is on the safe. I don't want to set off anything
Mm-hmm.
needlessly, but I'll
Okay.
thieves' tools advantage.
Yes. Second or third drawer?
Second.
Okay. Please roll. Okay, you successfully disarmed the trap.
Mhm.
Make another roll to open the lock. Ooh. This time you've disarmed the trap, but your tool gets wedged and you waste a little bit of time trying to pick that lock. But you are safe from poison at least.
Okay. How much time do you think? Because I'll add that to my countdown.
I think at this point you have spent 25 minutes.
Oh shit. Oh, all up.
Total?
Sorry.
Total.
Okay.
Total.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so this has been 7 minutes of work. Or 8 minutes of work. Okay, Willow's going to move on to the next drawer, if I can.
Okay,
Try
sure.
and get this done quick.
Roll to disarm.
Yank my thing out.
Ooh.
Shite!
That's bad.
Yeah,
you failed that.
Yeah.
You trigger the trap. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20!
Okay. Okay, that's very good. you take half of 19, which is 9 points of poison damage. Make another Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on invisibility. It needs to be a 10.
What am I doing? Constitution save?
Yes.
Could my nat 20 give me advantage at all? No.
Actually,
Anyway,
you
whatever.
have advantage because of the protection from poison, so.
Ah! Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, don't say it yet. Constitution save, you said?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
You maintain concentration, and you only take 9 poison damage, and you are not poisoned.
Wow. Oh. Phew.
I think, and here's like the trap trigger, and like flinches and glances over.
You just hear Willow go, I'm fine.
And takes a breath.
Okay, patience. Willow takes a deep breath because I think they got frustrated with not being able to get into the second draw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try again. Thieves' tools.
Advantage from Fish Dog.
Okay.
17.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Your text is alright, isn't it?
No.
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Kolberkon's so funny.
I mean, he has a right to be. There is
Oh
someone
my
in here.
God!
Wow.
Wow!
No!
That's funny.
You take another 6 poison damage. Roll another Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Oh man. Princes hate me.
Truly.
Find out my secrets. What did you ask?
A minute later, I hear the trap trigger
Another-
again.
Yeah, another Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Not even a minute in. It would have been like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another
Okay.
17.
You maintain concentration on invisibility.
You hear Willow again just getting like attacked by whatever this poison thing is, and then I'm fine still.
You okay? So you only missed the check by 1. So you disarm the trap and like break it. You did get poisoned in the attempt to disarm it, though.
Oh. Okay.
You are not under the poison condition, but you did take more damage. Luckily, you're still safe.
Okay. Did I wait? I've listed that damage though.
Yes.
I
So
took 6.
9 plus 6. Yes.
Okay.
Did I
Cool.
help?
That's fine.
You
did.
did help.
You did help, God.
Greatly. Boy, did you help.
Yeah, I would have failed that other Constitution save.
Yep.
Okay. We are still chugging along. That's fine.
Okay. Now you can roll your Thieves' Tools to unlock the drawer.
Come on. Did I not already do that? Ugh, no, I didn't. Okay.
No, we've been stuck in the
Disarming
cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, 22.
Yes, that opens the drawer. You successfully open the third drawer.
Mhm. You
Which
hear it yank
looks
open
like-
with like unnecessary force with Willow being
Yes.
like,
See the drawer come out.
Which looks like it's a bunch of like letters, correspondence, something, largely in a similar code to what you saw in Meryldine's drawers.
oh, excellent.
There is also a golden finger ring with ivory engraved letters on it in this
What are the
drawer.
letters?
Make an investigation check.
Fish dog, help me. Fish dog can't read.
I don't think so.
I got a 12.
You think this might have something to do with the encryption, but you can't be sure.
Never mind. I'll pocket all of it.
Okay. You just clear out that drawer.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Cool. Do you want to go back to the second drawer?
Can I? Or does N want to have a go at it? Or N's still trying to bid?
I can do either. Basically, N wants to optimize the time, so whatever seems like the best thing for me to go at, I'll go at it.
Mm.
I mean, you've disarmed you disarmed the poison on that
Poison
other drawer,
needle.
so I could start
Yes.
going at that drawer because it did have a trap attached to it, which seems more like important than
Yeah.
the bed
Yeah.
one. And you
Okay.
can Willow can carry on to something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's wise. Do you want to come check on me and then I'll tell you?
Swap out.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay. So Willow's going to pick the lock on the bed or do something else.
I think it might be an idea for me to get started on the safe because now if I'm at like
Okay.
30 minutes of my invisibility,
Yes.
it takes Kolberkon how long does it take to get to the sandbank?
You would not be sure, but at least half an hour.
Okay, so if at this stage we set off the half an hour, that's fine.
The greatest
Hopefully.
takeaway from
Hopefully.
this, but
No, it's not great, but we
Okay.
optimize. Oh,
Okay.
well, okay. If I have time, I might go try and... No, there's no point. The mundane ones, I'll leave the mundane ones for N. The main reason I'm here is the safe. Yeah?
Okay.
Sound wise, N?
Sure.
Yep, makes sense to me.
Okay.
Okay.
You dealt with the poison, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
You really
Okay.
dealt with it.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
This
Willow gets
porcupine
stabbed
arm.
twice. I'm fine.
I'm fine. It's ka-ching. I'm fine. Ka-ching. I'm fine.
I'm still fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
A microcosm of this character.
Yeah.
Truly.
I'm still good. Okay. In which case, N, give me a Thieves' Tools check for the second drawer. And Willow, give me an investigation check for the safe.
There we go. 24.
Hey, there we go.
Yes.
Hey.
I straightened out my
cool.
clock pick and realized it was bent when I got here. So I'm like, oh, that might have done it.
I thought you said Glock pick, and I'm like, Ed would absolutely shoot a lock open.
Yeah. Oh, I've been
If
thinking
Ed
about
had
it.
a gun,
If we weren't being so
We would-
stealthy, I would break some of these locks a lot more noisily than I have been. Trust
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
cool. Give me a quick investigation check on the contents of the second drawer.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay. Looks to be more letters, but from different people.
Can I take down some names? Like flip through them and just take down the names?
You can steal it.
Okay.
Yeah,
them
we
in my
can't steal it. You have the pockets. Can I put things out on the desk? It's like designated
Yeah,
spot.
for
Willow,
Willow.
swipe this and shove it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And just watch it disappear.
Yep. Sure.
I'll probably glance over it for any names that might pop out at me. I assume nothing, but I'll do that while I'm placing them in a pile.
I think you spot the surname Delirander in there. And the title Castellan, but you would have to. But you're sort of in a rush, so
Yeah.
well, good. You
Okay.
just
It's lucky.
you just
You opened that drawer and not me.
Set it out.
Set it out for the swiping.
There also appears to be a signet ring and a medal with a seal on it.
Oh.
Seal or seal like.
Like stamp,
Okay.
like symbol, logo.
Right.
Oh, I kind of want to take that.
Steal all of it. Steal it all.
Yeah.
Steal
Yeah.
literally everything.
Yeah. No, I'll take that too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Willow, give me an investigation check on the safe. Fish
What
Dog
is
can help you.
What is the
Mhm.
capacity on Willow's pockets?
Much.
Heaps.
It's like 200 kilos or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, as far as you can tell on the safe, it is a standard Kundrak arcane lock safe with a key to open.
Yep.
It will likely be lined with lead on the interior to avoid magical espionage. And you know that there will be an alarm if you do not successfully break the lock. It is a difficult lock to break.
Okay. Okay.
If
I'm
they...
thinking is
Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking of something Anne might be doing in the background, but...
no, yeah, do it. Well, I'm just trying to think if there's any way I can optimize these checks, but I think I've pre-optimized them best I can.
I think Anne is taking those like dry ledgers and stuff from the first drawer and has started taking them out and just scribbling on them. Different phrases, like for Lady Ilmarrow. And what was the other one I had in mind? I wrote these down. Writhe in the dirt, behold the kingdom of death. And Nen's just like flipping through these, like, you know, if you have a stack of business papers and you're just like signing them and flipping to the next, and is basically doing that. But
That's so funny.
and then you end like tossing them around, just like tossing them around the room.
Like confetti.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. Yes. I am
Funny.
entering a deep Zen state, and N is committing mindless destruction in the background.
Yep.
As Vaelia,
Yep.
as an aside. This is what Vaelia does in her free time, I'm sure of it. This is accurate.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like you could,
Have
or
fun.
if you're up to the shallow vandalism part, I encourage you again to look at the bed lock, because that's where you'd find the cringe. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll get
You
back
know?
to that. I just wanted to get this out of the way since I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, go right on his like pantaloons and stuff if you want.
Okay.
This ass belongs to Lady Ilmara.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, that's Ulrich, huh? Anyway, kidding. What's up?
How dare you?
Am I doing the
You-
thing now?
You would now be trying to pick the safe.
Sweet heebie-jeebies. This can go horrifically wrong now, but that's okay. We're set up according to that. Luke is outside. He can keep immediate threats off. Hopefully.
Really?
Ideally. That's the point of view. Politely. Ends here anyway. And then Kolberkon, by the time he gets back, we can just rob him more. I have ways. Anyway, so we're going to try and pick it.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you. There will be time for petty theft and destruction if I set off the alarm. What am I rolling?
These tools with advantage. Fish Dog is helping you.
Okay. Going to sit down in front of it. I'm assuming it's on the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Not enough.
Not enough? Shite. Not enough, like, sets off the alarm? Not enough?
It like sets off the alarm. Not enough.
Oh.
Could Anne have done the bed lock before I did this? Try it again. I just realized that's why I brought it up.
Yeah. Would Ben be willing to do that?
Yep, I'll be willing to do that. I'll give it a go, and then I know what I'm gonna do next. Nope.
Oh, hell.
No.
Right, but the alarm's gone off?
The alarm is going off.
Okay, so
By which I mean that, like, the alarm is not, like, going off here. It is going off
In Kolberkon's pocket.
in Kolberkon's pocket.
okay.
So let's just do some quick cutaways.
Oh, yes, please?
Luca, give me a quick performance check to see how good you are at distracting.
22.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, you are wasting plenty of time. You're, like, routing up the crowd. You haven't been fighting this entire time. You've been, like, taking breaks in between. That does mean that, like, your divine favor spell that was, like, powering up your punches has probably run out at this point. You are taking your sweet time just, like, talking shit and like, getting things to work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we cut to the amphitheater. Ryger has chosen to throw a banquet for every captain in the principalities as their high prince, with the understanding that listening to his counsel will bring such future prosperity. In the middle of the meal, Ryger announces his plans to unite the principalities under one banner by finding the Sword of Lazar, and that only the individual who wielded such a legendary treasure would be worthy of serving all the principalities as ruler. An immediate uproar begins, and many of the smaller fleets or independent captains begin leaving to start their search. The other princes hold enough sway to keep their fleets in place, though clearly the announcement has made waves. The angelically winged Prince Loritor speaks above the clamor. What do you mean by that, High Prince? Would you personally support whoever wielded the Sword of Lazar and back them as rightful ruler of our seas? He is interrupted by the zealous barbarian, Prince Mika Rockface of the Cloud Reavers, who bangs her dwarven tankard on the table. Even if I ain't the first to find it, that sword is as good as mine. Kolberkon gives a sneer. It would be pathetic for a pirate who couldn't keep their own treasure. He arches an eyebrow. But why don't you answer Larster's question, Irwinarn? Would you bend the knee to someone wielding that sword? High Prince Ryger smiles placidly and gives a nod. If someone else manages to find and wield the Sword of Lazar, I'm sure they'll have no trouble making even the High Prince bend the knee. The admission sends another wave of excited muttering through the gathered crowd. Ryger chuckles. But only if. I plan on searching for it myself. Adjacent to him, Prince Byrewind gives a lackadaisical sigh. You lot can compare swords all you like. Count me out. The Wind Whisperers bow to nobody. It'd be like trying to get a gull to pull a plow. We just fly away. Under the commotion, the elven prince of the Bloodsails, Chain Tassel, sends a message to Ryger. You short-lived people sure know how to cause a ruckus, don't you? Do you even know if that sword exists? Ryger replies, making silent eye contact with the old elven sea witch. Now why would I answer that question, honestly? Besides, the ruckus is half the point of being a pirate. In the middle of this exchange of insults and braggadocious behavior, Kolberkon hears the ping of a mental alarm that says he is being robbed.
Insult to injury, truly.
No, wait, can I just say, I feel like when you cut back to the room, you just go Willow going, oh, shit. And then that's...
So you now have a countdown until somebody finds you.
Somebody?
Somebody. You don't know if Kolberkon is coming back himself, but you know that Kolberkon knows that somebody is tampering with his safe right now.
Okay. Well, Willow's going to alert and spoken this time, but at a whisper, just, the alarm's been set off.
Okay. And is going to take one of those bejeweled knives off the display, go to Kolberkon's bed, and start tearing apart his mattress.
Oh, good. Do you want to steal the fancy bed sheets?
Yes, I will remove those first.
Okay, so you are able, using the dagger, to cut off the curtains and the linens which are worth a total of 75 gold pieces. They weigh a total of 8 pounds.
Paid back
They're
for that
fancy.
boat. Yeah, I'm going to start making a pile for Willow. I want Willow to focus on the safe, but I'm leaving a pile for them to shove into their pockets at their earliest convenience.
Yes, and you are able to start ripping into the mattress with a knife.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
How expensive are these pillows?
They're probably like goose feather or something. Some shit.
I'm just like, do we steal them or do I rip these open and spill their contents around the room?
Oh,
Absolutely. Spill them.
Like, you are, like, down is going everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I have a plan here, and I am piling, as I'm, like, taking daggers and stuff, I am piling a few of those onto the pile that I am making of treasures.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'll probably take at
pile.
least one of everything I can grab easily. I know there's stuff behind glass, but I'll just start making a pile of at least one. Easy enough that Willow can swipe it without making it like overbearing and encumbering to get in the pocket. I am on my path of destruction now.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. Again, Willow is focusing and there's just a hail of destruction billowing up behind them.
Just pillows exploding in the background.
It's so quiet, but just like the way that the feathers are exploding behind Willow as they sort of like regroup and think about the safe is so funny. The sound of tearing fabric.
Yeah.
Also, I imagine the baby Thale in your mind being like, take off the bed sheets! Oh no, the fabrics!
And like about to stab the mattress, pauses, removes the bed sheet, and then stabs the mattress.
Such beautiful sheets.
Willow, like in our invisibility vision, Willow like smirks at you at the sound of like, oh, the alarm set off, and immediately starts destroying things.
Self-destruct mode activated, except the self is the room.
And
The
you said you're
self being
stealing
the destructive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
No, you said you're stealing one of everything, so one of the alcohol, one of the
I haven't
perfume.
gotten that open yet.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
behind a
okay.
glass
One of the
container.
baggies.
I'm not wasting my time picking that yet. I'm gonna wait until we can make noise and then we can smash that.
Okay.
When.
Okay. Did you want to? Oh no, yeah. And then I still want to get that bed open just for the sake of it.
How loud is
But it's
Eldritch
okay.
Blast?
Loud.
Okay, that's what I thought. That is why.
Blast
That is my
kinda
Glock
says it.
pick, so I was just checking.
Glock pick.
There is a way I could try to
Again?
break the glass without making too much noise, but I'm not sure I have the strength for it.
Did you hear that?
Yes?
A glass just fell off my table as you said that.
Because my thought is keep one of the pillows intact and put that over the glass and then try to smash it through that because that will lessen the sound of glass breaking. But it's not very strong, so DM, I leave that to your discretion, but that was a thought. I had to get that
The
open.
AC of glass should be kind of low.
Depends what kind of glass he's got here. It
Yeah,
might be bulletproof
yeah.
or like shatterproof card wind
Magic
screen
proof glass.
glass.
Let me quickly look up statistics for objects.
Me wanting to cause wanton destruction and see, like I have to.
Okay, yeah. The I would let you try that.
Okay. Can I
it
use
would
like the
just
butt
be
of
an
a
attack.
dagger or something?
Yeah. Yeah,
my
it would
bare
just be a
hands. Okay, I'll give that a shot then. So just a dagger attack.
Ooh.
That's an 18.
that
It's like through a
I think
pillow.
that's enough. Make a stealth check to see how well you can conceal the sound of breaking glass.
Okay.
This is your moment. Oh no.
Not very well. Okay. Good to know.
Hey.
Look at out
whatever.
on the
Cool. But
the
you
deck,
do
like, did you guys
successfully
do that?
break it. Mhm.
Okay, then I'm gonna grab a couple bottles
Okay. Cool.
and gobble it.
Willow, what are you up to?
Other than laughing at N. And honestly laughing at the mental thought of like, oh, I set off the alarm. At least Kolberkon would be. I hope it was in an inopportune moment, Willow thinks wistfully.
Little
And
do they
then-
know.
Yeah. I mean, might as well try again, right? Well, how do I do this? How am I able to do this?
You didn't roll low enough to break anything. So yeah. So it's just like you didn't succeed.
Okay. Now that N's making a little noise, I think Willow's going to like pep talk a little to Fish Dog in that way of like, we just need to do this properly. All we need to do is just make sure that we're focusing very carefully on what the task at hand is. Blah 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 blah. Willow's talking shop about safe construction to level themselves again while crash clang in the background. And I think they'll just take another deep breath and try again.
Okay. Yep.
Nothing else I can do in this instance. Yep. Worse.
Okay, so as you are fiddling with things, unable to make a try for it, is there anything else that you want to try and do?
Is there anything there's a couple things I want to do now that I've made some noise. Quickly. I want to check if the door is locked, this door. And if it's not, I would like to lock it.
Okay.
Or barricade it.
Yeah, or barricade it, but I'm not very strong, so we'll start with a lock. And if if there's no way I can lock it, even if it is locked, yes, if there's something I can tip over in front of it, gently.
Okay.
Or move.
Make a perception check right now.
Okay.
Okay.
17?
Okay. The door is locked, but you hear somebody on the other side picking it.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll let Willow know. I think I'll hiss, just kind of as a signal without saying much that there's someone at the door.
You can make
Okay, can I barricade it? Someone knows we're in here. I might as well just start making noise. So,
we can hide.
You're invisible.
Oh, sorry. You've already stabbed pillows and shit.
Yeah,
you could hide, but like, because then if like you could hide under the desk, and then when they come in, we just shank them. I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. Do I have any status effect spells? Do you have any status effect spells?
I do, but I need to see them first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Essentially.
Because then could you step aside and just? No, we should probably not do that.
If the door gets open,
Please don't kill anyone.
If the door gets open, we have the potential of more than one person to deal with. So I would like to prevent them from getting in. So I would like to try and barricade the door.
Yeah, do what you feel. Because my thing is like, well, if they know someone in here, then they're going to be like, there's people in the room, and then like call for backup. But Kolberkon for now might just be like, don't tell everyone I'm getting robbed. It's embarrassing. Oh yeah? Oh no!
Nope.
Huh? I didn't see anything.
I'm sorry.
You didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
You know what I would like to do, actually, if I may? Well, I'm trying to barricade the door. I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on this person.
True.
Cool.
And anyone else beyond the door, because that I can detect thinking creatures.
Okay. So, there are at least 2 thinking creatures beyond this door. One of them is unconscious, dreaming.
Oh.
The other one is on high alert. They have just heard noise on the inside of breaking glass, and they are wondering if somebody else got here first.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. That changes things.
I'm gonna roll for her one more time.
Her? Who's her? We don't know any her.
Do I pick up on anything else in this brief moment? Because I might switch trajectories. We can cut away to Willow too if we want to, but.
Okay, that'll open the door.
Yeah, En's just gonna stand there then, with arms crossed and blatantly in view.
Okay. Will, are you doing anything in this moment?
Okay, so what just happened? I just failed to open the safe again.
Yes.
And it alerted me that there was someone at the door.
But En is now
they
stepping back.
went over to it. Yeah.
Door is opened.
When
The
you say
door is
anything I want to
opening.
do in this moment, what do you mean?
As in, like, at split second, where are you? How are you positioned in the, like, couple of seconds that you had between and telling you that there's somebody at the door?
Roll under the table.
You're invisible.
I know. I don't know. Like, can I just sit here? But then I don't know if they can see invisibility. I have a spell that is see invisibility.
Then roll under the
I should
table.
probably still take cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna grab fish to
Roll.
obviously make
Roll a
sure.
stealth. Yeah. Roll a
Look at
stealth
block
check
things
with
on the way.
advantage.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So, as this is happening, the door opens. A masked figure appears through the door of the cabin and is clearly somewhat surprised to see you.
Yeah.
It appears to be a feminine elf with dark brown hair and a low bun, dressed in infiltrator gear, wearing a round wooden mask with 2 narrow slits for eyes, and a carved gardenia flower on the right cheek. She quickly shuts the door behind her and holds up a dagger in anticipation of conflict.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Veelia has backed up to kind of lean against the desk and just kind of casually sitting on it with the hands resting on the surface. Smiles at this new intruder. Here to rob Kolberkon as well.
Make a quick persuasion check.
And I'm still in her head. By the way. 19.
Ooh. She pauses, says, "Yeah, who are you?"
Oh, just a friend. What are you looking for? I've already perused the room. Maybe we can help each other out. Sitting in a sea of destruction.
Yeah, like
I've already perused the room. There are feathers and papers everywhere.
yeah. And your invisible friend?
Same thing. Drugs.
Willow under the table just like sags. Like eye roll. Like, oh, okay.
Not all of us come into these things alone. What is she
And
thinking?
I would like you to
is
make.
she alone?
Oh, right. You do have a. Yes, she isn't alone.
She isn't alone.
She is alone.
Okay, she is alone. Yeah, cool.
Sorry.
All good. All
Mumbled
good.
a little bit.
You're good.
Uh,
Leading questions for the brain.
Make an insight check with advantage because you do have access to her surface thoughts.
Okay. 15.
She was not expecting anybody to be here. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
She is weighing up the costs and benefits of working with you. Clearly, like, leaving the place untouched is no longer an option. You've touched this place so thoroughly. But she can still get what she came here for.
Mm-hmm. Well, the offer stands.
Yeah. She's gonna make a quick insight check on you.
Ooh.
Not very good, but you are very persuasive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm looking for stuff on Lyrander.
Willow pings. Is there any way for me to look out at who she is? Like past through under the table?
Yeah, you can look at her.
Yeah.
Make a either perception check or insight check.
Can I do both, or is it one or the other?
Which one first?
Perception. 24.
Okay. Judging by the way she carries herself, judging by the way that they've come in here, this is most likely a Thorani.
Okay. I'll do an insight check just because, but I do have some theories already.
Yeah. Is there anything I can
Flat.
hear about what she wants the Lyrander stuff for as well?
Wants it for her employer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Other than that, it's very hard to read her behind the mask.
Yeah. Well, and is gonna kind of lean backwards and peer towards Willow and quickly, like, shoot them a message. Like, basically asking, do you want to hand it over? Avoid. Make a friend rather than a foe?
Am I able to...
You are able to reply without breaking invisibility. Because
Willow
you
with
did
a
not
kind
cast
of...
the spell.
Yeah, Willow will reply, we may already be allies. But this is a bit of a prickle for them anyway, because they want that themselves. They want to be able to control their information themselves. Is it safe to assume that we may already be dealing with an ally? That's the first instinct I got, but...
You think it is a good bet.
Yeah,
Certainly,
because-
you have a mutual enemy.
Yeah. My first instinct is 2 people that I know of have House Thorani on their side that would be interested in getting intel about Lyranda. Mainly. So I suppose... I'm just triple checking, just so you guys know my thought process. Triple checking that allowing this person to take it only benefits and doesn't incriminate anybody else.
Have enough time to jot down like the pertinent information they would want to give to anyone else.
We still have to get the safe, which is our primary objective, so we don't really have time.
No, and this is, funnily enough, the one thing that I didn't grab myself. So it's on the table above me. I don't think Willow would like be able to look at it.
I am leaning towards like letting it go because
no, me too.
Yeah.
I would like it, but I never get what I want. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding because I'm about to get that whole damn safe.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm hoping in that way. Let the Thorani do their job.
Yeah, if Willow seems amenable to that, then En will pick up the papers and hold them up in front of her and look at the Thorani and be like, our little secret, and hand them over.
She'll take them and do a quick scan. These are encoded.
Valia gives a shrug, like, not my division.
What about that safe over there?
Yes. We're working on that.
I think at that, when she said the thing about like your invisible friend, am I assuming that she can just flat see me?
No, but she's noticed that you are here. She doesn't know exactly where you are, like, she doesn't have a... She can't see you, but she knows that you are in the room. You know, it's like noticing somebody hiding without actually being able to see them. She's just heard you, basically.
Quick question. In handing over the documents, does that include the rings? Or the ring and the other thing? That's what I wrote down, notes-wise.
Oh, just the documents. Lyrander documents.
Just documents. Because in the other drawer, the ring, it was implied that the other ring had the encryption.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it'd be the same for the other thing and the signet ring in this drawer. But kind of not my problem at the moment. I think Willow at that stage is going to roll back out to the safe.
Mm-hmm.
And assuming that I'm still invisible and all my things are still invisible, I might as well start working on it again. And also, Fish Dog invisible? No, I'm keeping Fish Dog close to me, in front of my stomach, basically, with my back to the door.
Yes. Fish Dog would be... Actually, no, Fish Dog would not be obscured in that case.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, can't then. Can I put Fish Dog in my pocket? Shit.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah, Fish Dog's going in my pocket. I think, you know what you said, like my little roll under the table? I would have put Fish Dog in my pocket.
Okay, yeah.
You any good at cracking
makes sense.
safes? Vey is going to ask the Tharani.
If you give me a shot at it.
They will gesture to it.
Why?
My idea here is that maybe you can help my invisible friend and Willow can get advantage because you're getting helped.
Right. Yeah, it makes
Kind of
sense.
hard to help somebody who's invisible.
Willow, do you want the lantern?
Do I want the lantern?
To make you visible so you can be helped.
Not really.
No?
I don't necessarily
Yeah,
want
I
to
get
give
ya.
around my identity.
Oh.
Fish Dog or face or otherwise.
You're a Tharani, aren't you? I'm sure you can figure it out.
Well, if your invisible friend's reluctant to be seen, guess I'll just have to wait my turn.
Well, you heard them.
I'm gonna try one more time on my own. If I can't get it,
Okay.
then you may have a point.
Okay.
How much time has passed, by the way? Because last time I checked, it's either
I think
30 or 35.
I think at this point you have one, protection from poison has run out at this point. Two, you have about 15 minutes left.
Okay. I will try one more time, just for the off chance that she opens it and takes stuff. Or rather, that I reveal who I am.
Mm-hmm. Flat check, thieves' tools.
I believe in you. You can get that nat 20 again.
22?
There you go.
I got a 22! Yes!
And I think when we hear the lock go, Anna's gonna kind of move slightly in the way to try and see what's in there first, just subtly.
Okay.
You can keep our friend over there a little bit too.
Yeah, Anna's pretty much gonna try and casually be putting themselves between this person and Willow, so Willow has at least an opportunity to look and swipe.
Yeah. Okay. Make a perception check. Flat. Again.
17.
Okay. You see a bunch of stuff in here. It looks like there's a stack of contracts, both of his various spies, and between like Lyrander and whatever, there's 5 sending stones missing their pairs with like painted markings to distinguish which ones are which. There's like 10 bars of gold, 6 different potions, some jewels, and a little like velvet bag. You can tell just like by the shape of it, a strange crow skull.
Mhm.
Yep. That's what you
Okay.
see.
I like the idea that ends like spruiking, like, you can help my little friend. Oh, well, wait my turn. And then as you're talking, the safe opens.
It's like a ghost in the background.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
The Ronnie says, looks like they managed it. You check for traps?
Oh, everywhere.
did I check here?
Did you check? Well, you checked
The
the
safe?
outside of the safe.
Okay,
not the
I'll check the
inside.
inside.
Okay, do you want to do an investigation check? A cursory perception check does not reveal any traps.
14.
As far as you can tell, everything's safe in the safe.
Ugh. Don't trust that.
I think N is like idly distracting the Thrani, just briefly mentioning the traps we did find. Like poison trap over here. No traps over there. And we are presently investigating the safe. Looks over the shoulder towards the open safe.
Is there anything I can perceive just from looking? Any names
you've
on contracts?
Oh,
No.
I don't think you would be able to do that without touching stuff.
Can I check it?
You don't know what's happening yet.
Do you want to ping me?
Yeah, maybe I'll ping you. Like, do you see the sending stone?
Sending stone contracts. Can't tell if it's rigged.
You want our friend to check?
I think that seems. Yep.
Yes to friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mim's thinking, Willow's thinking it's. Yeah. Let her have a look.
And as N kind of finishes up listing off the straps we found, we'll look back towards the safe. Why don't you double check, though?
Willow shifts out the way.
You are a professional?
Before I do that, what are you guys here for?
Business.
And the businesses of?
There's someone else who doesn't like Kolberkon very much, and we're just helping them out.
Right. Hit and run? Smash and grab?
Well, that wasn't our first choice, but things started to go downhill, so... making a statement.
Make another persuasion check.
Okay. 16.
Okay.
I hope she sees all the papers around the room with like 4 Lady Ilmarrow.
Yeah, that is what like
yes,
N
buddy.
gestured to, was the papers all over the place.
Babe, you're suffering so bad.
You're
Anyway.
surprised. This isn't how it was supposed to
Wasn't
go.
No, it really wasn't. She says, alright, let me have a look.
Willow's slightly out the way, but close enough to be close to this person.
Oh, Glyph of Warding back here. She points it out.
All right. So what can we do
If
about
opening,
that?
if opening the safe didn't trigger it, then there must be something else.
Can...
Willow, do you want to make an Arcana check now that she's pointed
Yes,
it out?
please.
Yeah, so
12. Come on.
So, what you know about Glyph of Warding is that it will either trigger a spell or a detonation of some kind.
Yeah.
If opening the safe didn't trigger it, it will have to trigger some other way. You don't know exactly what that is, but there is a strong possibility that this is a destruct button.
Yeah. How do
And it
you
will
bypass
likely
those?
hurt. Yes, it will likely take a dedicated Tinker's Tools check to try and like disable the glyph without setting it off. Or you will need more time and thorough examination to figure out how or like what triggers it.
Okay, let me pass this out loud. Either I try and brute force it now, we risk detonating it and potentially all being blasted while in the room and losing everything as well. Now there's 3 of us on the line.
Though that will destroy the evidence, right? The
Yeah, exactly.
contract, the sending star, which is what Miraldine wants.
Yeah. Will destroy the papers, but not necessarily the items.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, did you suggest that it could also hurt us?
Yes, it will hurt you.
Just the person stealing, but I imagine it might be an AoE thing.
It's most likely an AoE of whoever's in range.
Yeah, see, that's my first thought is 3 of us on the line here. And secondarily, of course, we lose the evidence as well, as opposed to if I do this somewhere else later, then potentially less threat to whoever this person is. And can just stand further back. And we won't be on a boat, you know? Like we won't be on a ship in the middle
enemy
of
pirates.
We'll
in
have
the
more
middle
wiggle
of the
room of how we do
harbor.
this if we just take it. Like, it's
Take
a
the whole safe.
big risk if we try to just break it here. We could literally lose everything, including our lives. If we try.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other option doesn't have us sacrificing people for
Yeah.
it. So, I think thinking
You-
that
Just take
Huh?
the safe? Can you just take the safe?
I have a method.
Oh god.
If our new friend is gonna play nice. I think if that's what have been decided, so the glyph of warding is there. Not wise to do this right now, but we can steal the safe. I think Willow's going. If I close it, does it relock and I can't reopen it, or can I just close it enough?
You could just close the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door without locking it again. While Gardenia is looking at it.
Seems a bit dangerous.
What are you doing?
Well, we don't really have the time or the means to deal with that right now, do we? Unless you have something up your sleeve.
She sort of squints. And your quiet friend there?
They're working on it. We can't deal with the safe right now, but we can deal with it elsewhere.
Sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna have to... Don't think I'm able to let you just walk away with the safe.
Did you see something you like in there?
I've got a job to do.
Then do you have a way to get rid of the glyph? Or are we taking this elsewhere?
I quickly want to know, Willow, what's the plan? How would you... How?
Okay.
The safe is
One-
built into the ship.
Question.
Set fire.
Assuming that this isn't what? Assuming that this isn't disregarding that this is another concentration spell. Could I reduce the safe?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Enlarge, reduce. You cause a creature or an object you can see to grow larger or smaller for the duration. It's built in, but if I snap the corners with the crowbar and separate it from the wall that it's attached to, could I enlarge, reduce, but reduce the safe to pocket size and take it?
How was this safe built into the wall? Was it like a hole was made in the wall and the safe was embedded in? Or is it?
It's like you've fastened it to a cabinet, you know?
Yeah, if it can be built,
And the
it can be
cabinet-
unbuilt.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
But
You will have to make checks to detach it from the wall.
yeah, no, that's fine. I think with the kind of what's the last thing Gardenia said?
I do not remember.
N was the last one to speak, I think, and said, "Are we taking this elsewhere?"
Yeah, unless there's something they know how to do about it.
Yeah.
She knows how to do about it.
Exactly. N's prodding
They. Yeah.
prodding her like, if you know something to do, go ahead and do it. But if you don't, we're going to proceed. Essentially, is N's vibe.
Does she?
I might have something.
Something that won't blow us all up.
I don't know about you two, but I'm pretty good at this.
Guess Vey will gesture to the safe then. She's got something that she can get rid of the warding with. I'm still in her head, so what is she suggesting based on that?
She has a tool that she might be able to use to
Might.
suppress it.
I'm going to. If I'm invisible, can I still affect the world around me?
Yes.
She feels like a finger against her chest, I think. Just like under the collarbone area, stopping her. There's Willow is standing in front of the safe. Willow's going to ask, what means?
I've got some tools.
Which tools?
Tools of the trade. You gonna let me
Such
do
as?
this?
Not if it puts us at risk.
Well, then stand back.
Is it visible on her?
There's, like, pouches and stuff, but she hasn't pulled them out yet.
Willow's going to say, more is at risk than our physical safety.
Well, it's either you or me.
You almost hear the invisible like eye roll. There's another small jab. Just show
She
me.
slaps she slaps your hand away. Like, you're close enough that that's not an issue. Why should I trust somebody that doesn't even want to show themselves?
They could have stabbed you already.
No, they couldn't have.
They could have
The
tried.
temptation for Willow to try. Just
Yeah.
no, they couldn't have. Oh yeah.
But we didn't, did we?
uh,
I heard you coming a mile away. We didn't do anything about it, because I'd prefer we work together.
You got a quieter place and a way of getting that safe out of that wall to do this? We don't have all day to fuck around.
That seems less risky than one of us blowing up the contents of that safe along with it. I can arrange that. And my friend can arrange that, gestures to the safe.
Alright then, but I'm coming with you.
Aelia shrugs. If that's the deal, that's the deal.
She steps back.
we've already set off what could be set off with this safe, yeah? Other than the glyph inside, like
Yes.
externally, it's safe.
Externally, yes.
I think you get that kind of like pissed off. You don't see anything, but Willow like pulls the crossbow out of their crossbow. What's the word I'm looking for? Crowbar out of their pocket and gave me a crowbar.
Yep.
And then like with a very harsh gesture, like shoves it into the space between the safe and the wall just to kind of crack it a bit. But there's like kind of that loud splinter. And I think that's also the cue for N. And the other one,
You can call
the
me
ruckus is
Gardenia.
beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
You can make yourself
Cool.
scarce if you want. Vaguely cracks her knuckles.
Better keep an eye on you two.
Huh, you can do that from the shadows, can't you? That's your whole specialty. Me, I'm made for the stage. And it's gonna light up their hands and start setting the bed on fire.
Okay.
Yes! Maybe that look will
like-
break.
Gardenia goes. She like starts to go. She starts to like scoff, and then you catch fire, and she's like, "Okay," just like makes herself scared.
What have I walked into? She says to herself.
What the
As she Homer
fuck is
Simpsons
this?
into the shadows.
What's Luca doing as an aside?
Yeah, Luca, give me another athletics check and a performance check.
Performance. Oh, that's an 8. That's not good.
Not good. They're getting bored of you.
Athletics.
But you're holding your own, so I think
Getting bored of me. How dare they? Can I? Once I see that, can I make an intimidation check instead?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that is an 18.
Dang.
Okay.
You don't think I'm cute? You don't think I'm cute?
Okay, I'm gonna roll 60, 10, and on a 1 through 4, Luca takes damage.
Okay. 1,
So
2,
2,
3.
3. Okay, so take 3 times 3 is 9 damage. As you have been fighting with, I want to say, like a gunner,
Okay.
or like some big mercenary guy who's like actually tough enough to stand up against you.
Ooh. An actual challenge.
Yeah.
None of them have noticed the Kolberkon's room starting to glow orange. Or...
Oh, that's gonna.
Not yet.
Not yet. Anne is trying to create a smoke screen for us, though, so get that safe
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Willow, make an athletics check. You have advantage because you are using the crowbar. DC is still difficult.
Can I help? I know I have minus strength, so I'm not sure if I give minus help.
You can't.
Okay.
There's no.
That's okay.
Oh, that's a
additional-
nat
good.
20.
A good. You know exactly how to pry shit apart. Come on.
I'm sorry. Bruno Saltbeard, the carpenter, told me how to make and break ships. He didn't know about the break part, but I did, and it was just like it's the crowbar at all the perfect places
Okay.
and wedges it out with the energy
You-
as well of annoyance at this Gardenia person. Like, of
Yeah.
course you're here. Of course this is happening.
Yeah.
And the inevitability that if I do this plan exactly as I want to, my invisibility is going to drop when I
Yep.
shrink this.
Yep.
Whatever. Crack, crack, crack.
Crack, crack, crack. You pry it out. Clock is counting down. You have maybe 5 minutes before your invisibility runs out.
That's enough time. I'm going to, before I drop that it's dropping anyway.
Yeah.
So I might as well wait. I want to steal some stuff.
I've laid
Okay.
out a pile, so you can shovel that in and then.
Yep. Gardenia just sees stuff disappearing off the table.
Can I try to blast the bedrock now? Can I just blast that?
Yes. Just roll Eldritch Blast attack on this lock.
Aww.
You miss wildly, but it does hit the bed. Try it one more time because you do have.
Bed is now like the mattress is inclined now.
Made noise. I think at this point it is like a literal countdown of like rounds.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Okay, that'll break it. Yep, you like blast open the bed. The contents of the storage spills out like it's a bunch of just fancy items. Honestly, like you give me a quick perception check.
Okay. 11.
Looks like there's fancy belt, some fancy shoes, comb, couple of hats, mirror, a little jewelry box that looks full. Those
Remember,
are the
Luca
things that
wanted
look.
something cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the jewelry
Sorry.
box. Can we fit a hat in that
Okay.
pocket? I'll take a hat. And fancy shoes for spite, I just feel like. And while Willow is still working on the safe, I do want to either take a marker or some paint or whatever we have and just vandalize
Yep,
one of the walls with some.
Okay.
with.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Make a sleight of hand. Make a sleight of hand check. I'm gonna put on combat music because things about to get wild.
Yeah. It's a nat 20, baby!
You can create the most beautiful, insulting thing that you've ever seen. What do you do? What do you do? Nat 20? Vandalism.
I just all across the wall, as much surface as I can get with this stuff is like you will be squashed underfoot by her righteous soldiers, Prince Kolberkon. Lady Ilmero is coming.
Okay.
Oh my god!
There's a little flourish at the end.
Yep.
The room is burning. Papers are fluttering about. There's feathers on fire. The bed is in half. The drawer is broken, and half of its contents have been swiped. Okay, Willow, your turn.
Hi, I would like to steal, at the very least, this is scimitar?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. Okay, the scimitar, the trident, the bookend. End's already got a dagger.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind taking a perfume. I feel
Okay,
like Willow's just
yep.
snatching the perfume on the way past, snatching
Yep.
alcohol on the way past.
Yep.
Maybe 2 of the books.
Okay.
Just a
Cool.
handful of books. Those ones are the ones I snatched on the way past, but the sword and the trident, I suspect I might have to break stuff.
Just give me a couple sleight of hand checks for those two things.
Oops, sorry, I didn't have advantage. I'll do a normal one. Didn't roll well anyway. I might actually just gesture at a call to N, not N.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Will help. You see like the things jostling on the wall, like Willow's trying to get them.
I'll try to get them, sure.
You can give the help action.
Yeah,
Roll
so-
again.
Give it another shot. Try to, like, nudge one side of it so it comes loose. There we go.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. You managed to grab those things that you described, shove them in your pockets. You hear the distant sound of a blow dart, and Gardenia pokes her head back in from outside of the balcony of like, let's get a move on.
Bailey gives a little salute with the, like, paintbrush or whatever.
It's just like you see half of the rolled up rug getting lifted with difficulty, and it's like, help.
And we'll help get that in there, get the
rug,
safe.
Really?
Listen.
You don't know us.
It's for Lady Ilmarrow. And's gonna flip a bird at that, like, not really.
What are you doing? What?
I've helped you get the carpet, get the safe.
The carpet is got?
I helped you. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I just love
You're
the visual
shoving it
of
into the
lifted
pocket.
and just like disappearing into the air, sort of near the floor, because Willow's like squatting
Yeah.
to get it into their pocket.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that their pocket swallows. Well, not the last thing, because I still have one more thing to do. But I think while what's her face, Gardenia, is busy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, how do I do this? Okay, no, hold on. Let me just think. I need her to not be looking at me.
Well, she's outside, so Vaelia might go and run slight interference, like come outside, like, okay, they're getting the safe. I'm gonna keep watch, essentially.
Can you guys escape a different way if I take the boat? You need to be seen.
Yes.
Actually, I think Willow's going to ask you now in a little brief moment. Are you happy to stick to our new companion?
Oh, someone has to. So, yeah, and is gonna go and talk to Gardenia and, like, slip out. How many did you take out on the way in?
Only one.
Said how?
The one by the door? Well, I may need to run a little interference for our friend to get away. Wanna help?
No thanks. I'll rather do the getting away.
Well, then I can't tell you where we're going to leave the safe. That would be unfortunate.
She pulls a knife on you, like, and is, like, right up in your face, like, this isn't doing damage, this is just threatening.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Oh.
She is, like, right up in your face, has you by the back of your hair, and is
Mhm.
like,
Whoa.
I want to play nice with you, so you're gonna have to play nice with me. And if your friend over there is really that embarrassed about being seen, they better suck it up. Are we gonna go now? Or do I have to make my point a little clearer?
Your point is very clear. Vaelia shrugs.
Go time, Willow. People have heard the noise. They can smell the fire. There's some yelling. I think, Luca, at this point, you really make one last performance check to keep people's eyes on you.
Okay, that fails.
Nope.
Can I,
I'm
like,
afraid.
point at the smoke and be like, is that supposed to be happening?
No. Well, I guess that is a way of role-playing the three of, like,
Okay.
and then they quickly ignore you and start rushing in. You guys have seconds.
Oh.
Okay, so I think I'm going to say
Whatever.
to Ronnie again.
Mhm.
Well, if you want it, then you better help. And I'm gonna, like, duck away from the knife and go to the door to barricade it.
Okay.
You want them to work their magic or not? Then help me.
Yep. She, basically, the room is on fire.
It is. It's a smoke screen for Willow. Get the thing, go.
Yeah, no, trust, I'm waiting for you to...
Yeah.
So, Willow, seeing the Thorani threatening you, seeing the impending problem of it all, knowing what's about to happen, I am no longer going to take solace in invisibility, unfortunately. Whatever. Okay. Willow's specifically going to step onto the table because they fuck Kolberkon, honestly. And from there, point the crossbow at the safe and use reduce.
Okay. As you cast the spell, the invisibility drops. Gardenia sees you. There's a like slow motion moment as you shrink the safe down, scoop it up, gesture to N. It's time to go. A cabinet has been pushed over in front of the door. Things are going to be difficult to get into. The room is on fire. It is smoking. Everybody roll initiative.
Me too?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Damn,
nice.
Luca.
Whoa.
Nice.
Hey!
Okay, you're the guys who need to move, so
Cute.
that's fine.
Oh, just a little bit faster.
Cool. Let's sort by number. Okay, so Willow, you get to act first.
I think I'm gonna do what I'm best at and run.
Okay.
uh,
You use your
Yeah.
full movement, like scoop up the safe, shove it into your pocket. It is reduced for now. Actually, I don't think the safe would stay reduced if you put it in your pocket. That's the problem.
Okay.
You scoop it up and just like carry it under your arm, and are able to head out. Make either an athletics check to climb down or an acrobatics to jump down into the water and get onto the ship.
I will. What are my options?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics to climb,
basic.
acrobatics to drop.
Yeah.
We'll go acrobatics.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cool. You quickly dive into the water right next to the boat. You are able to quickly get onto it and put the safe safely in amongst the objects. You will be able to disguise yourself on the next round. Cool. Gardenia now gets to make an insight check real quick with advantage. For reasons.
Yeah.
But it's really fucking not her day!
There's smoke
My
everywhere.
God.
I'm gonna say it's the smoke that N has kicked up. It's just blocked her vision in that crucial moment.
I love that there is the wait a minute, tickling on the end of my brain. It's nothing.
It's like, I know that face from somewhere, but I don't remember where. Doesn't matter, we've got bigger things to do. Okay, so she will ready an action to attack anybody that comes through the door.
I
and then
can't tell her
flee.
not to do that because someone might come through the door that she should shoot.
Don't even worry about it. You know?
Look, just comes in, gets shot immediately, looks down at his chest.
Okay, cool.
Won't be the
Oh,
first
damn.
time, honestly.
Holy
Damn, she's
moly,
doing so
Dottie.
bad.
Poor thing.
She's
the
new.
smoke. She's like
This is her
coughing.
first mission.
Maybe not her first mission, but
She's
look at what she's walked into. I mean, think about it from her perspective.
I think it's literally like the smoke is just like making her sneeze. Usually
Oh,
not
no.
on fire in here.
That's
Okay, cool. Luca, your turn.
Okay, how do I get there?
You could either try and get there, or you could be a hindrance.
Be a hindrance. If you
How
want.
do I be a hindrance without making it look like I'm trying to be a hindrance?
You could summon your big ol' elk in the middle and be like, "Don't worry, I've got this." You just like,
Weaponize your imbecile nature. That's what you're good at, yeah?
Or
That feels
something.
mean.
Yeah, probably.
Actually,
May I have a quick reminder too? The goal is for Vaelia to be witnessed. So
Yeah.
there is that element. Of course, that goal doesn't supersede staying alive, though. So if anybody is feeling particularly, and En's done a bang-up job of basically like leaving all of the Emerald Claw stuff, so that's not necessary. So do chase your bliss. Just remember the goal at hand. You don't have to leave the situation with a tarnish on your name, either.
Yeah,
Ideally, because you're allied with openly allied with a lot of people that would otherwise implicate this.
Wait, what was that last bit? Sorry.
You're not really allied with people, but you are like known friend of Orkan and Ryger. Not really friend of Ryger, but like you know, like Luca's building his alliances to be seen in this situation as potentially one of the thieves is not great. So choose your actions wisely is what I'm saying, I guess. Does that make sense?
Not my strong suit.
Wisdom, okay. No, but you're good at pretending to be a nice, friendly, helpful Luca.
Yeah, being
Friend of
That's what
against
I'm
us,
thinking.
I think is your best move. You have to act as if
Oh, you're gonna help
against
them.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my movement and then dash to get 60 feet. Do I have to like go to the door and then go through? Yeah, that gets me there.
Yes.
So that gets me
Right.
here.
Make a persuasion check first before you start moving.
Okay.
Because otherwise you might get grappled.
Oh.
22.
Okay. You successfully say, "Oh no, I'll help."
Yeah,
Fire!
basically.
Yes, good Samaritan.
That's convincing enough, and you were
Yep.
there. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Gardenia's gonna drop you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
The sailors all start shouting, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" and like many of them are going to start like rushing. Okay. Cool. N.
Yeah. I see Gardenia like preparing to shoot, and I know I feel like we talked about this. We talked about this, Luca. So yeah, N's gonna tell her, "Go, I'll catch up."
Okay.
But N is going to hold a spell, an Eldritch Blast. Not if anyone but Luca comes through that door, essentially,
Okay. Cool.
and like back up. There.
Okay. All right. The officers that were sleeping and the one that was on duty are up and at them.
Luca, you could swan dive off the back of this ship after me.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would be pretty attractive of you if the push came to shove.
Yeah, if I was
It's like a-
and I saw you, I'd be like, "Oh, what a helpful young lad."
Tackle me off the boat, Luca. Do it.
There's like chaos and uproar, but nobody else is at the door yet. Willow, you are on the boat.
Yeah.
Stealth check.
I have to top in. Do I have advantage?
Yes. You have your infiltrator stuff.
Cool. 17.
Cool. You could start moving the little merchant boat away.
Yep. Okay. Is Gardenia following me?
She will be shortly.
Can I, in advance of that, can I make an additional action on top of the stealth check? Or am I just
What
maybe-
is that? What is that?
I might... okay, so I've used my only other second level spell. I may cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
Or, well, if I can't do it now, then I'll at least put on one of N's hats. Can I cast the spell? Or
Yes.
hat first?
Actually, you can't do both of those things.
Yeah,
You
so
can-
I'll move. I'll focus on moving, but I will,
Okay.
if I can, as a bonus action, put on a good hat to
Okay,
start
yes, you
disguising
can-
myself.
You can put a hat on.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Cool.
do the extent of my movement that I can to try and get away from this,
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
because it's about to go down.
Ed, make me one more quick persuasion check.
Okay. $13.
Gardenia says, "All right, you better know what you're doing." And she leaves and will join Willow.
Okay. Ah,
Easily, Swan dives, climbs up on there, and will cast Pass Without Trace
Oh,
on the group and like start rowing basically.
Willow's head's down, hats over their face a bit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, actually, in that time as well, I would have just draped something over my shoulders, like one of the fabrics. Thank you, Thale.
You are covered in Party City disguise.
Yep. my fur ruff, brightly colored something or other over my shoulders.
Weird feather boa and mismatched hat. It's all so bad. Okay, cool. Luca, your turn.
I'm sure the hat's alright.
door is
No,
barricaded.
the hat
and
is
locked.
bad.
Okay, the hat's bad. Fine.
It's like fully barricaded.
Whatever Gardenia
On the
helped me
inside.
put in front of the door. Yeah.
Yeah. There, it's probably like the desk is tipped
Yeah.
over and like,
Okay, how do I make a check to get rid of the barricade?
well, it's barricaded from the inside. You can try and bust down the door either by attacking it or making an athletics check.
Do I have my sword on me? Do we think I would have brought my sword?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
see why
why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine like you'd set it down for the fight, like as a show of like no weapons.
Yeah, okay.
But you can have picked it up on the way running towards it. That's free.
Okay, then I will attack it.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Attack the door. 22.
Yep. Roll a second attack. You have broken it halfway open.
You're breaking his door too.
It's on fire.
15.
Okay, yeah. You like slam the door. It is like splintered in half. You can just barely see the figure of Velia through the smoke. Do you say anything?
How stealthy can I be with what I say? They're pretty close, right? Like the
I
other
was
pirates.
thinking- yeah.
More like announcing, "No way, Velia of the Emerald Claw is here." I'm joking. You don't know, or do you?
Zeke, what was the
Sorry.
consensus?
I don't think you can necessarily be sneaky here. You can try and
Yeah.
mutter something, and it will be like contested perception check for 1 if Ed can hear it, 2 if the pirates can hear it.
Okay, not happening.
So it might be better to shout something like, "What, villain?"
No.
Chase your bliss.
I'll probably just like order them to help me break down the door.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, Knight Captain. Positive this time.
For once.
Sailors are rushing in to help you with the door. They're giving you the help action. God. Okay, there we go. Stick people not inside the wall entirely. Cool. Just imagine there's a crowd there. I'm not moving all the tokens. And your turn!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, was I able to see Luca? Like, was I able to see
Yes,
a little
you can-
waft of his hair as the door cracked
can-
open?
You
can hear him,
you can
too.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I can
He's
hear
there.
him.
He's galumphed all the way over here.
Okay. But he's got friends. Yeah, I'm not sure I should say
Quote,
anything.
unquote.
At this point, I think I might move
Can you,
towards the door. Yes.
can you communicate
Do you
with
want
me?
to?
Oh, mentally.
Yeah,
Message.
so
Yeah.
I might move towards the door. Like just kind of so I have a quick out, but I'm going to use my turn to message Luca and
Yeah.
let him know. It's like, hey, it's me. Pretend you're gonna get me.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
I might want to go out the other door. Not in our direction.
Swim in the
Yeah,
other direction.
That's true. Okay, I'll just say that way then.
Okay. Cool. The officers are calling for like a bucket line to be formed. Willow and Gardenia are moving further and further away. I don't think we need to do anything about that just yet, unless Willow, you want to try and cast disguise self on you right now.
Do I know from her seeing my invisibility whether she will see through this anyway and be like more suspicious about the spellcast?
I mean, she can tell that you. I think it's a pretty good idea that she will be like, if you try and disguise yourself, she will be suspicious that you are trying to conceal your identity.
Yep.
From
Whereas
her
now she just thinks-
specifically.
I'm a very poorly dressed thief that was
Yeah.
invisible for tactical purposes. Okay,
Yes.
well, I hate to be perceived as poorly dressed, but no, I won't do a spell in front of her then. I will just
Okay.
row with my head down.
Okay. In which case, make a stealth check with advantage plus 10.
Dang.
Damn.
Pass
Yeah.
without trace is really good.
It is really good.
So, stealth.
Oh god, that's a
Not a
33
problem.
technically.
33, and Gardenia has a 21, and that's because she rolled really poorly.
Man. Gardenia had such an idea in her head of how today was going to go, and this was not
This
it.
is not it.
No, this was absolutely not it. Okay, cool. We're back around to Luca. What are you doing?
I want to. Can I bust through the door?
Yes, you have
Hopefully.
advantage
Please.
on an athletics check.
Okay, cool. I'm a big boy. Not a big boy.
got
Big
15.
enough. Yeah,
Big
the
enough?
door was already weakened. It's enough.
Okay, so I want to like run over to Anne
Oh Jesus!
and very.
He just comes at me.
Make a dexterity check because the room is on fire.
He was
My favorite!
leading the way too.
That's
You
20.
do
my
it, Tony.
gosh.
Cool. Okay.
And I'm
You
gonna.
Swiftly
Oh.
jump over the fire.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think even Anne like
You
takes a pause. Like, oh
bound.
god, he's coming at me. Through
Oh,
the
Lord,
flame,
he's
the
coming.
parting smoke as his body barrels towards me. Oh, I'm seeing my death. Anyway, go ahead. Z.
I'm so sorry. I want to like go to grab them. I know that it like, is it like not actually grab them? Flavor? I don't know. In this case, and just tell them to like hit me through the door.
I can't do anything on my move.
You can reactively
Oh, yeah, I do
do a
have
little
that.
slappy.
You prepared an Eldritch Blast, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that held over from my last turn.
It didn't because
It didn't.
you
Well,
cast a
anyway.
different spell.
Just attack me. Throw me through the door. That's
You get okay. Both of you make a either performance or deception.
Okay.
mm,
The 10.
16.
Okay. There's a brief staged scuffle. The good thing is that visibility is relatively low. I will just quickly roll an insight check. For the sailors.
Thank goodness.
Get them! They shout. They try to rush in. It's like
Like, get
people
her?
are carrying.
Like,
It's just
her,
like,
right?
get him. It's just get him.
They can't
As in-
tell who it is
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
no,
it's
cool,
like
cool.
there's somebody fucking around. Cool. The sailors rush in with buckets of water trying to extinguish the fire, and what do you do?
Well, Luca told me to hit him.
You want to just do a little slap and run?
I'll
Make it
I'll,
count.
I'll try to punch
Yeah,
him.
make it.
Oh,
You could punch him with magic, because then it'll be like, oh, we're not, working together. You completely
make it
injured me.
good.
Luca
Make
can
it good.
definitely withstand a point blank.
Eldritch Blast.
That's what I was expecting.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
whack
feel
him.
like I'm gonna break my own wrist if I try to punch him, so really the Eldritch Blast is my first thought. It's like
Make it convincing.
in the back of
Yeah.
N's mind, it's just like, sorry. And yeah, I will try to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, you have disadvantage
Yes.
because.
It's okay if it goes
Range.
wide.
Yep.
This won't give
They
you
make
away,
it
right?
flat if I lean into it.
Oh, damn.
The opposite of dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Flat roll.
Quick question. Is this going to be traceable to N? No, because you have
Not-
strange arcane magic. Haha,
Yeah.
roll with it.
It's strange Emerald Claw magic.
That's the one.
Who could say?
Yeah.
This is everything's in chaos.
So
It's
Faye's
very
gonna
hard to
say,
see.
useless wretch, and blast him.
Cool. That's a hit. Take 12
Yeah.
force damage directly to the
Solar plexus.
armor,
No.
directly to the face. Honestly,
Yeah.
and then I'm assuming you run out of the room.
Yeah, I'm.
Luca makes a fake grab at you and just misses the edge of your skirts.
Yeah.
And you leap into the water.
I think before I leap, I also call out to anyone who could hear me, "Behold the kingdom of death!" And then I'm gonna swan dive off the road.
Make another performance check with advantage, because you sure did just blast somebody in the.
Yeah. That's a 21.
That checks
okay,
out.
cool. All right, awesome.
Oh, can I make a request?
Yeah.
Can N do some kind of roll to see what kind of dive you managed to do?
Acrobatics check, flat.
Yeah, let's see if I eat shit in the water. I'll accept that.
Hey, good
Nice.
enough. Graceful swan dive. You plunge under the water. The ring of swimming activates. You are able to swim quite a distance.
Yep, I'll try and find the first landing I can to pull myself off of and blend into the crowd. That's my trajectory.
That's your
Did you-
trajectory.
Take the potion I gave you earlier. I believe you did. I handed it to you. It said bottoms up. You took it, huh?
I did take it. I don't know if I need it.
Did you took it? But did you drink it?
I haven't drunk it yet.
Okay. It only lasts an
You
hour,
said you
huh?
don't
And we've
know
already
if you
spent an
need it.
hour.
Yeah, I don't know if I need it. So
Okay.
we'll see how
We'll
this
find out.
goes.
Okay.
See?
Cool. All right, I'm gonna turn off the initiative order because we're moving away from this scene, but just a couple more checks. So Luca, make either a deception or performance check to be a unnoticeable obstacle, you can have advantage because Vaelia, quote unquote, did just like shoot you in the face.
Let's go.
Oh.
Wait. Can I?
Do you have
Persuasion.
inspiration?
I do not.
I have inspiration. Can I give that to
You
him?
want to give it?
I'm gonna give
Yep,
it to
roll.
Luca.
Roll
One
one
more.
more time.
Performance. This was the Eldritch Blast to the face.
15.
There you go.
There we go.
So,
Oh, thank goodness.
So, you successfully perform your role as outraged bystander who was trying to help. You put out the fire and do a big show of, oh no, they've robbed the captain. I was just here to have a friendly fight.
I was just here for a good time, and I got so attacked, guys.
I got so attacked right now.
My hair
Look
is
at
ruined.
this. It's bleeding so badly. My hair is in a mess. I just wanted to have a good time.
I am
attacking.
keeping my platinum for this inconvenience.
Yeah.
We could be nice and donate it to them for repairs.
I don't think it's going to cover it, but...
That's even funnier. Here's my help. Gives you a gold coin donation at the husk of a burnt captain's quarters. This will
Gives
help.
you $50 in front of a burnt house. You know? It's,
Sorry, he's a captain. He can afford to get all this fixed. I'm poor, and I need to go see a stylist. My hair is a mess.
Great. And make a stealth check.
Okay. Nah, dirty 20.
Oh my god.
Nice. Also give me an athletics check.
This is where it all falls apart.
You got it.
The DC is relatively low because you have the ring of swimming.
14.
Good enough! Good
Yes.
enough. Okay. So, you successfully managed to swim unnoticed away from the thing without running out of breath completely. I imagine you change shape
Yeah.
out of Vaelia
By the time I get out of the water, I'm in some other.
somewhere, yeah, like along the way. You are not spotted by any of the merfolk messengers. You are able to blend successfully into the crowd. Gardenia and Willow, under the protection of Pass Without Trace, Willow, you direct Gardenia back to where you are. She is sticking to you and will not leave until you've all met up again. But you are able to successfully reconvene where you need to be, the designated meeting spot with the ephemeral chaos.
I don't think I'm gonna bring her back to my boat. Not
Yeah,
at all.
I think N is
Where
Taking her.
Probably going
Where are
to
you
as
going?
soon as they're sorry Zeke, not to interrupt you, but this might be important. As soon as N's feels secure that they blend in, they are going to use their far scribe on Willow. Like, where are we meeting?
I would like to think of where a sort of neutral, another. You know, I was already thinking of neutral places to meet Miraldine. Where's a neutral place that I could take a boat and have this kind of meeting without alerting anybody?
it will be very difficult to do that. I think this may be a thing of like you try and go find a place where you can dock your rowboat, basically.
Yeah. Or if is it better to just have it floating out in the middle of in amidst the shopping area?
You might, yeah,
rolled
that might be it.
Pretty high on stealth. I think I want to dissolve back into the shopping area because
Okay.
that's where we were very stealthy before and we're accounted for. A
Okay.
merchant vessel, you're not going to look at us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're just
Okay.
among the other shoppers.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. But Gardenia is not going to leave you. I imagine, Anne, you pass along the messages to Varys and Luca as well of how things are going.
Yeah. Badly, but also really well.
It's like mixed bag, mixed success.
Yeah. We got the safe. Kolberkon's quarters were on fire. I think they're out now. Looks for the trail of smoke in the distance.
Yeah.
We got the safe. Isn't open. Probably rigged with explosive. Atharani's on our ass, but we're working on it.
Okay.
And I do suspect that when this is skipping ahead a little bit. Willow's not intending to stay in a populated area for when we are trying to de-detonate that
Mm-hmm.
that glyph. So, but for now, we will dissolve back into the convocation.
Okay.
Nothing
Cool.
to see here.
I think next time we'll pick up on Gardenia having a private conversation with you
Ooh.
as you blend into the crowd of the floating market. The killjaws smoking in the aftermath of your burglary. You likely won't have much time before things become very dangerous around here. You gotta pick which one are you going to run from first. That's all for this time on Metanoia Blues.
Yeah.